Dutch.
Hello and welcome back to your Pennsylvania Dutch Minute. I got an email in my inbox this morning from a viewer who had a request, and I love to fulfill requests whenever possible. So that's what this video is going to do. The viewer that wrote in said that they would like to see a video with a couple of phrases, as they entitled, running errands, like around town. And they provided me with a specific list of things they'd like to be able to say, so that's what I'm going to stick to. I think about 5 or 6. And it's a good short list that will keep the video short, give you something to practice throughout the week. So let's get right at it. So again, these are phrases in regards to running errands, and they all start the same way because the person wanted all of the phrases to start saying like, I have to go ... or I have to do ... So all of the sentences today are going to start with ich, of course we know means I by now, and the modal muss. And a real quick grammar note, if you don't remember the video on modals, then go find it in the playlist. But a modal in Pennsylvania Dutch is a little weird than how it is in English. In English, we would say, I have to go to the post office, for example. I have to go. In English, we keep our modal, have, or with our verb right next to it. I have to go. But in Pennsylvania Dutch, it follows the same word order as Standard German. So if you took German in high school, this will sound familiar to you. And it's backwards from English. You end up saying, I have to the post office go, for example. It forces that verb all the way to the end because that's how modals work in both Standard German and in Pennsylvania Dutch. And that's weird at first for English speakers because we're not used to saying something like that. Our mind wants to say, I have to go to the post office. But word order in Pennsylvania Dutch is different from that in English, so we need to, when we're speaking Pennsylvania Dutch or when we're thinking about Pennsylvania Dutch, we need to think in that mind, which tells us the verb has to go to the end. So you do end up saying, I have to the post office go. Sounds really weird at first, but don't worry about that. Worry about how you say it in Pennsylvania Dutch, and that'll eventually stick, and then you won't even think about it. Okay, enough grammar talk. Let's get into the phrases. So the first phrase is that our viewer wanted to know is, I have to go to town, or I have to go into town. And that is in Pennsylvania Dutch, ich muss in die Stadt gehen. Ich muss in die Stadt gehen. Stadt is the word there for town or city. Next phrase, I have to go to the post office. Ich muss zu der Post Office gehen. Ich muss zu der Post Office gehen. Next one, I have to go to the bank. Ich muss zu der Bank gehen. Ich muss zu der Bank gehen. I think you're probably starting to see a pattern here, right? Next one's a little different. We're going to have a different verb. Instead of going somewhere, we're taking something somewhere, and that is, I have to take my car to the garage. For example, maybe you need an oil change or work done or an inspection if you're living here in good old Pennsylvania. So here's that phrase. Ich muss my machine zu dem Shop nehmen. Ich muss my machine zu dem Shop nehmen. And you might hear Pennsylvania Dutch speakers say garage, or to the mechanic instead of saying shop. But shop, I use that word. I think that's what I would tend to say. I'm going to take it to the shop. Ich muss my machine zu dem Shop nehmen. Or ich muss my machine zu dem Garage nehmen. Or ich muss my machine zu dem mechanic nehmen. Any one of those would work, but I'm going to go with shop. Next one, I have to go to the pharmacy. Ich muss zu der Pharmacy gehen. Ich muss zu der Pharmacy gehen. And then finally, I have to go shopping, probably for groceries. Ich muss einkaufen. Ich muss einkaufen. And you might also hear someone say, Ich muss einkaufen gehen. I have to go shopping. Ich muss einkaufen gehen. But you could just simply say, Ich muss einkaufen. I have to shop. So a quick list, thanks to a viewer out there, and that goes for you too. If you have a list of phrases that you'd like to know how to say or a topic for a future video, then by darn it, email me. My email is at the end of the video. I answer all emails that are sent in, and if it's a request that I feel that I can fulfill, I will fulfill it without any questions asked. So, those are those phrases. Practice them. It's the only way you're going to get better. Learn some new vocabulary. Practice that. Keep speaking your Pennsylvania Dutch. Like I said, if you have an idea for a video, send me an email. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do it. That way you get an alert anytime that a new video is posted. Share this with your friends. I've been getting a lot of emails just simply saying thank you for making these videos, and that means a lot to me. It truly does. And I love hearing that people are using my information or that it's helpful. Sometimes I'm just sitting in here in my basement making these videos, and I don't know who's watching them. I get an email every once in a while from YouTube saying, "Oh, hey, this video had 400 views," and I'm still amazed anytime I find out that this stuff I'm making is viewed by a lot of people. And I truly, truly thank you for your support. And I'll continue to keep the videos coming as long as you want me to keep them coming. So let me know how I'm doing. Give me ideas for future videos. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And until next time, practice your Pennsylvania Dutch and mock scoot.
Oscar.